Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dain. Welcome to this installment of the Tour of Consciousness from lovely Houston. And when I say lovely Houston, you know, and I have all kinds of green stuff behind, I'm talking my backyard, which is really lovely. There's a lot of Houston, kind of nice, not so lovely. Especially if you're somebody like me that really likes outdoors and greenery. When I used to live in Santa Barbara, oh my God, it was amazing. It was phenomenal. It's like, it was just so beautiful and it was so nice to be outdoors all the time. And now I live in Houston. How does it get any better than that? That's the question we want to ask right now, kids. How does it get any better than that? Okay, so what is the tool for today? You're like, wow, you got a lot of energy today. Yes, I do. Let me tell you one, a little bit of a prelude is for about the last 3 days, I have been in a cranky pants mood of magnitude. It's like I have just been like, all I've really wanted to do is sleep. Even though I get up and I do stuff and I handle things and whatever, I didn't want to handle any of those things. I wanted to sleep and I wanted to watch stupid videos and I wanted, you know, like, I don't know, like cats playing water polo or something, whatever. It's like, so I was having one of those, you know, when you have cranky pants moments, I was having one, but only for about 3 days. Now, I have this deal with the universe, 24 hours, okay? I'm willing to be an absolute jerk for 24 hours. I'm willing to be absolutely unhappy for 24 hours, but anything other than that, I'm like, universe, we need to find something different here. I have been using every tool in my toolbox. I even invented some new tools, and they were, well, maybe they work, because I'm no longer in that place where I was so cranky, I just wanted to go to sleep. So I wanted to, number one, say that to you and present that to you because so many times we think we're wrong when we get to that place where just don't want to do it anymore, where we feel like we just want to go to sleep, where we feel like there's something wrong. One of the things I found is if you want to sleep a lot, especially after you've been doing some of this access processing or maybe been to an access class and or done something where it feels like there's major change and you want to sleep, sometimes what I found is that desire is actually because there's major change going on and your body is saying, please, I just want to sleep this one out while this change occurs. This is honoring to me. This is a contribution to me. So I want you to have that information. But probably even more than that, you know, I made a video a few months ago now that was called 2 More Steps, where when you feel like you're at the end of your rope, where you feel like nothing has ever changed, nothing has ever gotten greater, you're like the worst person that's ever existed and you just can't do it anymore, just take 2 more steps. Well, this is kind of like that because I'm been doing that thing of taking 2 more steps. See, one of the things about me is all the tools that I give you, I've used myself. It's like I wouldn't give you anything that I hadn't done myself or hadn't used or hadn't explored and or hadn't found out would work in one way or another. So this 2 more steps thing, it's exactly what I've been doing for the last several days. And it's funny because sometimes 2 more steps seems like 2 billion more miles. And I was having a conversation with a friend the other day who we were talking about this. I'm like, yeah, it feels like about 2 billion more miles right now. I'm like, but I will keep going because I know that if you just keep going, things change. If you use these access tools, things change. And if you don't look for the rightness of you or the wrongness of you, things change. And so that's something that I know, that's something that I've learned. So what is the tool for today? Well, it's based on a conversation that I and also my friend Gary, the founder of Access, have had in Access classes for the last several weeks and months, I guess, which is about people's feelings. In fact, he just recently completed a telecall about feelings. It's called Feelings, Nothing More Than Feelings. I think it's awesome. Because so many times in class, somebody gets the mic and goes, I feel this, I feel this, I feel this. Or somebody in a session goes, I feel this, I feel this. Excuse me. It's kind of endemic in our world right now. And he did this telecall and it totally blew my world away. One of the things that we found is feelings are a way that you eliminate and negate your being. Oh, I'm sorry, you limit and negate your being. Feelings are a way to limit and negate your being. So every time you say, I feel, you're actually negating your being. Isn't that weird? Because your body feels, you as a being would perceive, and you would know. and you would receive, and yet we turn that into feeling, and it's always a limited point of view. So one of the things that I have been running personally that has helped me get through these last few days of yucky, 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 yucky. And when I say yucky, I mean really yucky. Like people are like, hey, what about this? I'm like, shut up, get back to me in a few days. Well, I'm finally out of the yuck. And one of the things I was running was, what feelings am I using to create the yuck I am choosing? Aha. Everything that is times a gazillion. We just run and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What feelings are you using to create the insecurity you were choosing? Everything that is times a gazillion. We just run and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What feelings are you using to create the insecurity and the idea that things will not change are you choosing? Everything that is times a gazillion. Right, wrong, about all nine, pod, pock, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What feelings are you using to create the stops in your life you were choosing? Everything that is. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So, you may have gotten from this, the process is, very simply, what feelings am I using to create the blank I am choosing? And it's always a limited point of view. What feelings am I using to create the separation from the people who love me am I choosing? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What feelings are you using to create the separation from the people you love are you choosing? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What feelings are you using to create and keep in place the judgments you are choosing of you and others? Everything that is times a gazillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, pock, shorts, boys and beyonds. So you start to get the idea and the awareness that these feelings are not only huge, but they're a limitation, and they're getting in the way of everything you could choose. There are a few game changers that have come down the pike, so to speak, in the time that I've been in Access. This is one of them. This idea of feelings is huge, and it can dynamically change a lot of things. And you also recognize the value that other people place on feelings. And it's like, oh, everybody else values it so much. Everybody else thinks that that is somehow what you have to access to get to you. And what we realize after having worked with it, and after having worked with so many people who've been limited by it, is that what's actually required is going beyond feelings so that you can have your perceiving, so that you can have your knowing, so that you can have the awareness that you have, not bound by any limited point of view, any judgment based on your point of view or anybody else's. So, the process once again, what feelings am I using to create the blank I am choosing? Put whatever the heck you want in the blank. You could say, what feelings am I using to create the lack of sleep I am choosing? What feelings am I using to create the stress I am choosing? What feelings am I using to create the pain in my body I am choosing? This is a big one. Please use it. And hopefully together, with enough of us using it, we'll change the stranglehold that feelings have had on us. And we can start to allow ourselves to perceive, which involves no judgment, no ownership of whatever it is, but total awareness, total choice, total possibilities. And then you can gift and receive the contribution from the universe that is actually available for you to receive and for you to gift to the entire world. On that note, my beautiful friends, thank you so much for being part of the Tour of Consciousness. I hope this one helps and contributes to you. What if you truly being you are the gift, the change, and the possibility this world requires? I look forward to seeing you in person someday. And by the way, if you like this video, please like this video. Subscribe to the channel so you can get updated when there are others. And that's also, in the world we live in, how other people find the video. So if you want other people to find it, you liking it and subscribing is one of the greatest ways you can create that. So, thank you so much for being. I look forward to being with you next time. Bye-bye.